Ladies and gentlemen, my name is TotalBIscuit. I'm here to ask and answer one simple question. WTF is Frozen Synapse. This is a game by Mode 7 Games. They're a British independent development company from Oxford, if I recall correctly. They've only made one other game before by the name of Determinants, which I believe was an aerial sword fighting game. This is something entirely different. I've been watching the development of this game for a very long time. It's always kept popping up on Rock Paper Shotgun or Eurogamer. Around PC gaming circles, it was always murmured, it's like, oh, Frozen Synapse, what is it all about? Or, oh, it's this tactical squad-based game that's highly deep, and it's got procedurally generated levels, and the thing I heard the most, actually, was it's really like the planning phase from Rainbow Six Rogue Spear turned into an entire game. So, when I found out that it had actually come out today, I think it's been in beta for a little while. It must have been. And the justification for that is when I click multiplayer, I think, where was it? It's the rankings, yeah. The top guy, the beefiest, has had 812 wins. So one has to assume that he's been playing for quite some time. He's probably one of the developers or anything like that, so yeah, I could even load his player profile if I like. Actually, there you go. There's the records, favorite games, all sorts of things going on. So, this is a tactical squad-based game whereby you have to move a squad around, issue it orders, and then confirm the turn to see what happens. Now, in doing so, you can actually run simulations on what will happen before you do it, and you can give your opponent's forces simulated orders that you think they might do, but of course you don't know that until you've both accepted the turn. Now, this game has a full single-player campaign as well as instant skirmish, and a skirmish generator, which can procedurally generate levels for you based on various scenarios. It also has a full multiplayer system whereby you can issue challenges. Now, you can create a game, or you can set a challenge, and you can send it to anyone you like. For instance, I actually have a challenge. I have this game right here that they claim requires a turn. This can actually be played by email. I kid you not, that's an old Laser Squad style thing. That was the last game I remember that did that, the old Laser Squad version with that kind of stuff in it, and it's a pretty impressive system. It's very streamlined. You see, this guy right here has just sent me a challenge to play Dark Extermination. I'm not going to do that right now because I'm not all that great at the game. I might do one at the end of this video. But they can send you challenges, and you can either accept or decline them, and you can actually play multiple games at once, because it is all turn-based. So, allow me to show you how it goes. I'm actually doing the campaign at the moment, so I've got through the first set of levels. I did the tutorial, which took about 25 minutes, and the tutorial's pretty in-depth. There are also tutorial videos. If you don't want to play it, you can watch it. Now, personally, I don't know why anyone would want to watch it instead of play it, but then again, I suppose there are some people that learn better that way, just via watching something be done, as opposed to actually doing it themselves. There's different kinds of learning. So let's resume the campaign and see exactly what's going on. The storyline's a little bit weird, but it's highly cyberpunk. It's incredibly cyberpunk. So, I think there's this corporation that has control of this city, whose name, Ennio Nomad, I believe, is the name of it. I don't know the name of the city, I can't bloody remember, but you'll no doubt see it on here. And you also get these news stickers. This is kind of, what's the best way to describe it? A bit like Uplink, yeah, Uplink. That was a great game. Really, really awesome game by the same guys who brought you Darwinia, as well as DEFCON. And their name has completely gone out of my head, because I'm a noob. I'm fairly sure they have another English development company, actually. Info something? Whatever the case. You get the idea. So, the plot is kind of Uplink-ish, and you'll definitely get all sorts of crazy ideas from this, and if you're into cyberpunk in any way, I think you'll get a kick out of it. You got a dossier right here that you can read all sorts of little bits of lore about, which I do like. You know, they put a lot of detail into this. You can see all these different places, and you'll learn about the world that this is based in as you go. It's not faceless, and I really, really like that. Also got a communication window right here. This is a rogue AI construct that we've hired, apparently. And they're also talking about VAT forms. VAT forms, they're kind of weird. Apparently they're sort of like cloned soldiers that are inserted to do specific operations, and their sole purpose is to be controlled by, in this case, tactics. And you've actually called tactics. That, I think, encapsulates what the game is all about. It is a tactical game. Daisy, I'm called Tactics. What a great name for a main character. So, in the previous one, we actually extracted somebody called Soulsby, as you can see there. Managed to get her out of the building through a series of missions. And they're not happy, not at all, so they're trying to destabilize this corporation. So, let's go on to an operation. I'll show you exactly what's going on here. Okay, yes. That's fine. Okay. Next step in the campaign is to gain some foothold in Torpor. Top was the only district of Markov Geist. That's the name of the city. I knew I couldn't remember that because it's so freaking silly. But again, very cyberpunkish. I'm trying to think of Neuromancer. Yes, that was it. It's like Mancer. It's not Techromancer. I can tell you that for a fact. That was a Capcom beat 'em up on the Dreamcast. No, Neuromancer. A lot of stuff like that. Okay. And a little bit Matrix going on as well. Okay, right, let's do a mission. The funny thing about these missions is they're procedurally generated as well. If you fail it, you don't get to sort of... You kind of don't get to learn from your mistakes in the way that you would think. Of course, you get better because you know sort of what to expect, but they change the layout every time. So you can't just kind of cheese it that way. Okay, what's the mission? Security at the planet of untrained humans with poor shape connection, yep. Shape is the connection to the sort of neural network of the city, by the way. It's pretty much the Matrix. Okay, we're not concerned about that. Alright, Panarch units. Okay. 15 turns to take out all the hostiles. There are various different missions. I mean, the previous one was an escort mission, but here we go. So, as I said before, this is kind of like the planning phase from Rainbow Six Rogue Spear. So, these are my guys in green, and these are the known locations of my enemy. So, they've got 4 guys. They're all guys with assault rifles. I have 3 men. I've got 2 with assault rifles, and I've got 1 with a shotgun. Shotgun's quite nice because, generally speaking, you get an initiative advantage if you have a shotgun. I mean, I could go around that corner, and the chances are you could pop him with the shotgun at close range before the assault rifle guy can get a shot off. Unfortunately, he's very range limited, but he is pretty fast, so that's something to consider. Now, we're not really concerned about taking out the civilians. I think we can just ignore them for the time being, and we've got to try and clear this building out. And we have this guy to assist us, supposedly. I'm a bit suspicious because I've already seen some storyline elements pop into the campaign, which is very, very cool. They're actually trying to tell a story, and there's a lot of intrigue going on, and I'm very interested to see what actually is happening. It's good, because they could have made this game very faceless, and they didn't. Okay, so let's get around to giving some orders. So, you can add a waypoint by right-clicking pretty much anywhere, and what you can then do as well, you can then set a follow-up order. If I want, for instance, I can click this, and I can have a waiting period. Now, each turn lasts 15 seconds, so I can make him wait, and then on this timeline, I can place another order, all sorts of things. So it's actually quite easy, and you can chain together a lot of very complex orders with relative ease, and it's very visual. Okay, so let's look at the positions of the enemy, and let's have a think about where they might go. So this guy right here, fairly likely to come in this direction. I don't think either of these guys are a big threat in the first turn, and what I can do is I can actually aim down this corridor to ensure that anyone that comes into range, I should be able to get the drop on. Now, at that range, an assault rifle guy might not hit, but it should be pretty good. Now, there's also a possibility of me blasting over this light cover right here with this assault rifle and catching these fellows unawares. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Set a waypoint right here. There we go. And his mission is to aim down here. So if anyone comes up here, they should die. Right. So who else have I got? I've got the shotgun guy. Ordered him there to cover that area. The shotgun guy, basically he's good for blitzing, really. I mean, he's good for running at people. If you've got an assault rifle guy around the corner who's prepared, and he's in cover, and he's ready to shoot at you, you probably go down. It's pretty much all mathematics. There's no real luck involved in this game. It's all cold, hard mathematics. So, this guy's actually facing in this direction. So I think I can get around that corner and blast over that light cover. The thing is, he's in light cover, so it's dodgy. It might not work, but we can try and find out. Will it work? Let's find out. So I'm going to add a waypoint right here, which will give me a good firing angle. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm then going to say, I'm going to simulate this guy shooting in this direction. Yeah? So I have a feeling he's going to turn around and he's going to aim over that cover. So then I can run a simulation to find out what will happen. Will he get me first? Yes, he will. So if he's prepared, he will be able to take me out quite nicely. Now, I also wanted to know what would happen here. So I'm moving this guy over here. If he decided to, say, move in this direction, we had this guy move there, which is logical. It might not happen, but it looks like the kind of logical thing they would do. So let's see, will I be able to get a shot off as he passes this corridor? Wow, some wild firing going around there. So it looks like he actually spotted this guy and decided to stop moving. That's bad. We could stop that. What about if we moved it a bit further in? Now, at this point, he's going to have a narrower field of view, so he's going to have to get further in order to see that guy. So what happens if we run it then? What would happen? Will he get shot as he passes? As it turns out, he will not, which is kind of unfortunate. So obviously, I haven't done that quite right. I think, actually, I haven't extended the aim as far as I could. Maybe. That should be fairly reasonable. I'm pretty sure I can see over that light cover. I'll run that once again, and I'll see if that actually does anything. I don't know, maybe I just didn't get there in time. I think he did move quite quickly. Thing is, if he moves around there, then he's going to get ambushed by my guy there. But I would like him to maybe get a shot off a little bit earlier, so we'll readjust that. Now, when I'm sure that this turn is what I want, then I will engage. I'll still going to lose that guy if he goes in that direction. He's still around a corner, so that's a bit dodgy. So we can't really rush that, because I can't risk it. You know, he may turn around and be aiming in that direction. He might decide to do something else. I don't know. However, what I can do is I know that I am further forward than this guy to this piece of light cover. So I'm thinking if I just cancel that by hitting the backspace key, and then I move in this direction, and I aim over this cover, then I should be in a good position. I might even be able to hit him here. Now, of course, we don't know what this guy's going to do. He might try to move to this light cover. Let's find out what happens if that happens. Now, I should be able to pop him here. No problem. There you go. Easily. Get the drop on him. So, that seems reasonable. We're having a bit of a firefight in the middle, which I don't like, because at that range, it's a little dodgy as to what's going to end up happening. I have to wonder if I can do something a little bit better with this guy. Now, I don't know what this guy's going to do. He's a bit of a wild card, so he's AI controlled. I think if I were to go here and he were to come around that corner and I were to aim in that direction, so let's cancel all of his movement. We're going to have him move this way, and then we're going to have him aim down here. As soon as he comes around that corner, he should go down. I don't see... He can't possibly survive that, I wouldn't think. Okay, so that's the shotgun successful there, and... Right, he's running into overlapping fields of fire. There's two guys aiming at him. He should be all right. Okay, I'm happy with these moves now. So I've run some simulations. I think I know what's going to happen. Of course, I'm not entirely sure, but I think this seems fairly reasonable. My guys don't seem to be at any real risk. And if that guy comes around the corner and pops me in the back, I'm probably boned. But I think he'll actually get caught out, because if he comes around the corner, my guy should get the drop on him. So that should be alright. I could even put a delay in my orders if I'd like. I mean, it'll probably take me about 2 seconds to round that corner, but we'll run this and see how it goes. So you click Prime to prepare it, and then we find out what happens. Already you can see the depth of this game. You often second guess yourself, and it makes it really tense. Let's see what he does. Oh, he's gone that way. Do I get the drop on him? I don't. Bit of a... Oh, nice. Okay, we got a kill there. That guy's shooting in this direction. There's no way he's going to hit me over there. That guy's behind cover, that guy's behind cover. He doesn't have a good angle of attack, so I'm going to move in further here to make sure I'm out of range. And I'm going to also order him to continue to aim in that direction. He can aim while moving, which is good. My concern is this guy right here. I don't have an angle on him. He has stayed out of position. This guy is out of commission, so we don't have to worry about him. I could rush him. Certainly. If he's too busy shooting at that guy, then I might be able to pop him as I go around the corner. Let's find out, shall we? We can run a simulation to see how that works. So, firstly, cancel the aim. Now, I want to move right here. And that's the way I'm going to do it. And then aim in this direction. So, if he's firing... We already know he's firing. He's going to continue firing. So, let's simulate what happens. Okay, so it's a firefight. He's behind cover, and I will lose that firefight. Because he's behind cover, it's too obvious. So, if I'm quick, I can maybe get this guy behind cover. And if I were to get here, for instance, let's cancel everything we've got right now. Cancel the aim and leg it. Now, what I also want to do is tell him to continue on sight, which means ignore this guy. Having a firefight with a guy behind light cover is dumb, so we're not going to do that. Also, have you noticed how good the music is for this game? Yeah, it's unfreaking believable. It is one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard in my life. It is on a level with Deus Ex, and that says an awful lot. The soundtrack to this game is incredible, to the point where I actually bought the soundtrack edition of this game. Oh my god, it's so good! Oh, right, now, I don't think he's got the angle there if I were to move there. Let's find out. Can I get there? I can. And in fact, I actually lose the AI guy there, which I actually don't care about. I can't help the AI guy. But this is good. This looks like the kind of thing that might happen, unless he does something unexpected. Now, I'll move that around there, and he should go down, I would think. I don't see why not. So, let's see if that's the case. So, he picks off him, and that's it. Bam! So, I lose the AI guy. I can't save him. This looks like the optimum thing to do. I've still got a good field of fire right here. If he decides to move over here, or if he decides to move over here, I should get some good shots off at him. And I'm moving in this direction, so he's got limited angle of fire as he comes around the corner. Okay, let's do it. Sounds reasonable. So it assimilates the data and all kind of stuff. And then it simulates the outcome. So let's find out what happens in this turn. It's tense. Okay, so he goes down. That's fine. I pop him. Oh, yes, yes, yes. That was dicey. That was dicey. He missed the shotgun guy who was at range, but my guy managed to pick him off there, which means we're down to one enemy. So this is ideal. The civilians are in the way, which is not really helping matters, but now we can easily outmaneuver this guy. So what's he gonna do? Well, there's no point in running in this direction unless he wants to get into this area behind cover. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this guy aiming right there. So if he decides to come here in it, he's toast. Now, what I want to try and do as well is I don't really need to give a movement order because he's already facing an aim order, that is, because he's already facing that direction, so that's fine. I'm going to move him forward, and then I'm going to aim in that direction, preparing to see if he comes around the corner. And the shotgun guy, it's the shotgun guy's job to get as close as possible. This is going to be risky. Because, of course, if he turns around and gets the shotgun guy, it's going to be problematic. So let's cancel our aim, and we're going to hoof it as quickly as possible to the other side. So if he comes around the corner and tries to take on the shotgun guy, he should get taken out. The only way he's going to be able to do... I mean, he could pop up here, but he's still going to come into the angle of fire from this dude. So I'm thinking that's okay. So what happens if he moves here? Let's find out. Let's simulate that. Okay, if he goes in this direction, he's toast. He's so toast. Okay, what happens if he moves here? Because that might be out of range of the shotgun guy. He might be able to take a shot. Let's see. Thing is, I get the drop on him. So there's no way he can go there without running into an overlapping field of fire. And if he goes into this area, he's going to get shot to pieces. So I'm thinking that's good. Let's do it. Can you tell by my voice how much I'm reveling in this? Do you know how damn cool this game is? Do you not... He's going that way as well, isn't he? Oh, he's clever, he's clever. His thing is he knows where I am, so he's not going to walk directly into a field of fire. I'm going to have to ambush him. If I actually just leg it around the corner, if he's prepared, he'll probably take me down, but we can see. You can see these guys are sort of evacuating. As I said, this is such a good game! My God! You have to understand just how much I am enjoying this game. It's such a cool concept. Procedurally generated, tactical, turn-based game based on deception, subterfuge, and raw, hard tactics. Only a PC game could play like this. It is so good. Already, I've played about an hour and a half of this. I played a bit of the campaign. I'm already thinking this is going to be one of the games that I'm going to enjoy for the rest of the year. With the multiplayer, there are endless possibilities for depth, deception, tactics, counter-tactics, the shifting metagame, and we can actually watch good games. So after this, we're going to do that. I'm not going to accept a multiplayer game for the time being, so we're going to complete this, and then we're going to go and have a look at a replay. Because I want to see what the really cool guys do in terms of their planning. Because this seems just absolutely fantastic thus far. Okay. Right. So this is what we're looking at. That's what happens if we ran the turn to its conclusion. We have no angle of fire here. Needless to say, he knows where that guy is, so he's not going to walk into a field of fire. The question is, if I blitz him with the shotgun, will I take him down? Now, I could... Alright, here's a way of doing it. So, I've cancelled my aim, I think. Have I cancelled aim? There we go. Cancel aim. So, he's going to move forward quickly, and then I'm going to add another waypoint. Here's the thing. At this point, I'm going to order him to start aiming in that direction. So, he's going to move pretty quickly here, because obviously turns take time. And then he's going to slow down, he's going to change his aim, and bam! That should take him. That should finish him off. If he's prepared, I don't think he's going to get the shot off before my shotgun guy does. Generally speaking, shotguns at that range do beat assault rifles. So, this might be a clear out in turn 4, which would actually be pretty good. Let's give it a shot. Are we going to beat this game in turn 4? Let's find out. Oh, he's moved. Doesn't matter. He's down. He walked right into the field of fire. He was screwed one way or the other. The shotgun guy would have taken him. He moved out of the way to try and get away from the shotgun guy. Didn't matter. He then walked straight into the line of fire of this guy. Taken out. And there we go. That's turn 4. That's pretty quick, actually. Let's see what kind of rating I got for that. I mean, I lost the AI guy, but what can I do about that, you know? Cannon fodder, as far as I'm concerned. They said not to expect too much from him. Score 85. I think the maximum is 100. I think I could be wrong, though, but... That's pretty awesome. You can also rewatch your mission if you like. You can actually go back to the turns. You can check out anything you like. So if you want to learn from everything you went, you can do that. And you can just play through. This is so very, very good and so very unique as well. I love it. I absolutely love it. It is that good. And I'm so excited. I really am. I've been waiting for a game like this for long. I think the best way to describe it is kind of, it's a cyberpunk Full Spectrum Warrior. Turn-based, simultaneous XCOM laser squad play-by-email neuromancer game. Yeah, absolutely. That sounds totally reasonable. Rainbow Six crossed with Uplink. Okay, I'll go back to the main menu. I want to watch one of these really awesome games, so let's go and have a look. As I recall, there were a load of favorite games here. Also friends list, and I mean, this is cool because they've really gone all out on making a really friendly lobby interface. You can actually bring up the chat room in the middle of a campaign mission if you like and just chat. It's just got integrated IRC and everything. It's really awesome. So there's all of these modes. I don't really know what a lot of them are, but Extermination, Secure, Disputed, Hostage, and Charge. I assume that these are different scenarios to play. There's Dark and Light Extermination. I don't really know what the difference of those is, but it doesn't seem to say. I don't know, maybe I can find out. Oh, there we go. See? There's a full help mode. I think it's game modes. There we go. Ah, that's nice. So in light modes, you know where they are. In dark modes, you don't. You've got to get a line of sight on them. And a ghost will appear. You can drag them around. You can make plans for ghosts, but you don't know where they are. That's awesome. Secure, Extermination, Disputed, all sorts of different modes. Very cool. Right. I want to watch this, so how do I do that? Let's go find the big awesome dude. Let's have a look at his profile, shall we? Load his profile. Top games. The Beefiest versus McCrapshoot. That was actually done 3 days ago. Okay, let's load his game. Let's watch it. You can watch any game you want. That's awesome. It really, really is. Okay. Highly favored. The Beefiest versus McCrapshoot. I think this guy's going to annihilate this dude. But let's see. I want to see what this guy does. So he's got a guy with a rocket launcher and 2 assault rifles. This is Dark Mode Extermination. Okay. Right, so let's play turn 1 and see what he actually does. So he actually blows his way through that. Rocket just spirals across there. Yes, there is destructible terrain in this game. So he actually makes himself a path through here. Moves in. A second rocket goes over here. Oh, wow. Beefiest actually lost a unit. That's bad. Now, let's have a look at his plans. Let's look at what he actually does here. Look at that. He's been ordered to ignore that enemy. He's been ordered to sort of flank around here. I think he's ordered to wait and then aim across there as well. So that's pretty intense. Okay, let's have a look at number 3. So his rocket trooper takes a pot shot off there. Is that a hit? Oh, it is. There you go. There we go. So that's 1 down. So it's 1 apiece now. That rocket trooper is going to be in a bit of trouble because I don't think you can really engage all that well with rockets, especially against someone out in the open. This guy, I have a feeling he's going to end up getting flanked. Let's find out what happens. This is a really tense game to play and to watch. So that rocket misses. He takes out some more cover then, opens that wide open for him. In the meantime, he's just aiming in that direction to see if he can get a shot off at the rocket troop. Oh, look, he's re-aimed it. Is he getting a shot? No, he's still got nothing. Once again, rockets are inaccurate, so he's not getting good shots off with the rockets at all, and the Beefiest is well aware that that rocket is not accurate at that range, so he's not too worried about that. Okay. And, oh, wow. I didn't actually see that. Go back to turn 5. He actually starts firing a rocket. It takes that long to get across the level that it goes into the next turn. Watch this. He even fires it over the light cover. Oh, that's perfect. Bam! And then I think that guy ends up just... Oh, he walked into the field of fire. Ouch. Completely destroyed. Wow. There you go. Frozen Synapse is one of the most unique games you will probably play this year. It is available on Steam or via the website with a Steam activatable key if you care about those things. They have an interesting business model. They sell 2-packs only. So you can buy 2 packs, well, 2 games for $20. And you can give the second copy to anybody you wish. So that's the way that they're currently doing it. This is very, very unique. It is highly polished. It doesn't seem to have any problems of any description. It is deeply strategic. It is wholly awesome, incredibly tense, and absolutely astonishing. That's my impressions after 2 hours of it, folks. And I think it can only get better as you get better at this game. I think there's so much depth here. There's so much content on offer that you would actually be crazy not to give this a look, really. Really, you would. I'm enjoying this game an awful lot, and hopefully I'll see plenty of you online, and I look forward to playing a few matches with you. Maybe I'm just over-exaggerating it, but I think you can hear in my voice just how much I like this game and how much I respect what they've actually done here. It is fantastic. My name is TotalBIscuit, and I will see you next time.